And welcome back. Well, the end of the year is a great time to tie up those loose ends, but it's also a time to take stock of your legal papers and perhaps the lack thereof. I was just chatting with them myself. In today's segment, Legally Speaking with the McLario firm, the experts explain why wills, trusts, and estate planning should be set up right now. Spiegel is with the McLario firm, and he's here to answer all of those questions about this important topic that doesn't always get the attention it deserves. Right, Al? We want to pretend it doesn't all exist.
It's not very sexy. It's not very fun to think about, but it's really important, and it can save a lot of headaches for a lot of people you care about.
I agree. It is really important. I was chatting with you during the break about some forms I need to do, power of attorney, just different things like that. But in general, a lot of people think about estate plans and do I need one? Is it important to have an estate plan?
Right. Yeah, absolutely it is. And the reality is everyone has one. The question is, did the government make it for you and you don't know what it says? Or did you make it for yourself and you have the people in charge you want and things going where you want if something happens to you?
So in most scenarios, people say, well, the family can just handle it.
Right.
But that's not how things happen after someone passes. We've lost a lot of people in our family, and you'd like to think that it's really easy, and it's not. And things change in those moments.
Right. It's really easy until it actually happens.
Right.
And then it's a big mess. And that's if everybody agrees. So if everybody agrees, you go through this process called the probate court, which is this antiquated process that's designed to deal with family fights. And unfortunately, it's so antiquated and so slow that it sometimes creates family fights because people get anxious and why is it taking so long and what are you up to? And then we're all mad at each other because, you know, a year and a half later, where's the money that I was supposed to get and it was going to be just a piece of cake?
Yeah. See, it's so sad because these are the kinds of things like you could be close to your family forever and then things like this happen and it's just, it can cause a wedge that's so unnecessary. So if you take advantage of getting it done early and being done before that happens, you're helping your whole family.
Oh, you are. And one of the hardest things that I have to hear in doing what I do is after someone dies, I have relatives come in and honestly say to me, they told me that they wanted me to have this.
Right.
And it's like, I hate to tell you, but they kind of goofed it up by not writing it down. This isn't, you know, we don't live in that kind of society where we can just all trust. Sometimes what happens is they tell one person at one point, and then 10 years later they tell someone else something different, and they don't write any of it down. So a third person gets the property, a person that they never intended, and that's really sad.
It's not a hug and a napkin, people,
you know? Not at all. You're crying into that napkin.
Yeah, it's true. So people will think wills and trusts are for people who are rich. Is that the case?
No, and a lot of times people come in and say, well, I need to get a trust fund, and they think of, you know, Paris Hilton
I'd love
something.
a trust fund.
Yeah, exactly. Don't know where it's coming from, but I'm looking for one as well. But no, it's just a way for us to control things, for us to leave our legacy about what was important, who we trusted, how we want things to be handled. And the will is the way we do that through the courts, and the trust is one of the ways we do that without the courts. So a lot more people can benefit from trusts, especially people with little kids. I mean, I can tell anyone who has young kids about why you need to have a trust. The biggest reason is if you have young kids and you go through a will, everything is going to be managed by the court, and likely, once your kids are 18 or older, it's all theirs.
Yeah.
And that's even worse than it being managed by the court. You're giving it to a person who is not equipped to handle things instead of putting someone else in charge as a trustee until they turn 25 or 30 or whatever age they're going to start being a little mature, and then letting them take over when it's going to be a blessing to them and not something that's going to make their life worse.
Yeah, or that they just, you know, lose it all
Right.
or whatnot. Don't use it for the right reasons.
Well, it's like those stories you see about lottery winners.
Yes.
And how often do the lottery winners end up broke or dead within months of winning all this money?
Yep. So true. Okay, so here's the deal. So people get these things in order. They're going to say, well, can't I just go online? There's wills, there's paperwork accessible there. Why is that not a good idea?
Sure. So I tried it. They actually sent me one. Yeah. So one of these organizations, a charity that I support, sent me one. Oh, we're working with, and I won't say the name, there's a bunch of them out there. And so I said, I want to see how this works.
Yeah.
And the first two things that happen are they have you sign a waiver that says if any of these forms don't work or wrong, you waive any right to challenge it or to sue us or to do anything. So there's no accountability for what you get.
No way.
And then the second thing, which is even worse, is they say you release not only all of your information, but all of the information for the people you name in your documents to us and our advertising partners.
What?
So you've just sold your information and your family's information to pay for these documents that probably won't work. So
You know, see, this makes me mad because it's like these are the kinds of things people do because they think, oh, I can't afford to do these things, so I
Right.
want to make it easy, but I want to get them done. The intention is so good.
absolutely it is.
And it doesn't always end up to their benefit. Online
Right.
stuff can be a little questionable as stuff. So, okay, so how do you know if your estate's up to date? Anything that we need to know?
Really, first of all, do you know what it says? You know, a lot of people say, oh yeah, we did the will 15 years ago when the kids were small, I think it's okay. Well, there's probably some things that have changed since
Yeah.
then. So do you know what it says? And really the magic number for us is 5 to 7 years because we probably don't have a clear memory and situations change. People get married and divorced and move away and relationships change. So it's enough time to just, we like to say, blow off the dust, see what it says, you know, go and sit down with someone. Myself and a lot of other lawyers will do a consult. And if you've got documents that are more than 5 years, I can say, here's what I recommend, and you decide whether you do it or not. But it's going to be beneficial to look at them because the main one is people come in and say, who do we have as guardian for the kids? And I read it to them and they say, oh no, we haven't seen those people in years. Yeah.
Well, like I was talking about with power of attorney,
Right.
got to change some things.
Yep.
So here's the deal. You'll do a review. We're out of time. So it was wonderful information. I'll make sure everybody can reach you. You also can give the gift of peace of mind with the McLario firm because they're offering estate planning gift cards. How great is that? Like we said earlier, the craziest gift you can give, but totally worth it. It's for your loved ones and it'll help. Call the office to purchase one or to set up a free estate planning consultation. Here's how you do that. 262-251-4210. And if you've got any legal questions, ask them directly on our website, tmj4.com/legally speaking. We'll be right back.